very unusual to hear people say I bought this, that and the other on eBay and they were disappointed with what they got in the end. But sometimes you can be very fortuitous, and rather than a bum deal you can get something that's pretty awesome. And this is a couple of them here. This is a Lima C7000 SNCF loco from the late 70s, 1980s, and the model was mint. The only thing that was wrong with it, that was missing, was traction tires, which was, you know, the Lima made traction tires in the 70s and 80s that were just spectacular, really, and they seem to last forever. But this one, they were taken off or lost. Easy enough, I replaced them with 2 traction tires. Other than that, the model is in beautiful condition. I gave the motor a service and added some extra weight. I had this model for a while, but I wanted to create a complete consist, and I'll show you that now. I'll let you do a little run by first. Of course it's stuck. A run by. These are Hornby. The track badly needs a clean. These are Hornby AcHo at the front. The first 4 coaches are Hornby AcHo coaches, as the French call them. Built in the 1960s. They're based on a prototype. I think it's called DEV is the classification number, but they're also referred to as the Inox coaches. The reason why they're called Inox coaches is, I think Inox is the it's like Band-Aid. It's the French sort of common name for stainless steel. So they're stainless steel coaches, and so they're called Inox coaches too. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4th coach is made by AcHo, which is an Italian company, and this a very nice coach too. And that's a run-through sleeping car. Now the Class 7000 by SNCF was made in, try and get it in focus, was made in the 1950s, and about 50 of them were made. Dual voltage locomotives for 2 sections of the SNCF. They stayed on the SNCF roster in France until the early 2000s, where they were hauling freight locos, or freight traffic in dual voltage areas. The Lima model is Jouef make a model, and I think Roco make a model. The Lima one is wonderful. For the money you pay for it, you get a wonderful model. As you can see, it runs beautifully. It's having no problem hauling the first 4 AcHo coaches, because they're substantial heavy plastic, and they've got old wheels on them. I haven't replaced the wheels. It has no problem hauling them. And the AcMe or ACME Italian made sleeper coach, and at the very end is another example of something you get more than you bargain for when you buy it on eBay. And this is, I didn't want to complete, what I needed to complete the set was I had the 3. I did have a 4th, but the bogie was broken and I couldn't replace it. Hornby AcHo. So Hornby AcHo, Hornby AcHo, Hornby AcHo. Very attractive coaches. The stainless steel finish. Then we have the Italian sleeping coach. We imagine it's a service that's running through to Paris. From Paris to Rome. So the sleeping car goes through to Rome. The whole train would go except the locomotive to Rome. And at the very end, we have a Jouef DEV Inox, again, car with the baggage compartment, so a Fourgon. So that completed set for me. So over the years collecting these and putting them together, I have a complete, say, Paris to Rome express service, all first class, hauled by a very nice and not very expensive, well, a very inexpensive locomotive that runs great. In fact, I think this Italian sleeper car might have cost me more, the AcMe one. And I don't know if you can see this on camera, but it is beautifully detailed. The fluting on the roof. It's beautifully detailed. And it looks great with this rake, and it's appropriate. And it's a 1960s express passenger train. Now, what was great about this one here, I paid very little from this. I bought it from France, so I got it over, and to my amazement, when I run it yesterday, it has a superb lighting system, including the red tail lights, and it's fitted with interior passengers. So whoever had this went all out on it. And you know, I'm not, as I said on the video about the Märklin coaches with the lights, I've never been really hung up on lighting, but I'm amazed how beautiful these ones are on this coach. It must have really good pickups because it does not flicker. It's also a good indication of how much excellent electrical contact is on this Märklin C-track that I've installed. But it does not flicker. I don't know if it has a flicker free. How could it? Unless there's a battery or something in there. I haven't opened it. But it's obviously an LED warm lighting, and it looks fabulous. And it completes the rake. So again, you know, we had that video the other day, that spoke about, you know, the hobby is not dying. You don't have to spend a fortune. Some people chimed in and they gave their opinion, which you're entitled to, that like a second-hand market's a joke as well. No, wait. I waited for this final Jouef baggage Fourgon coach at the end, and not only did I get it for way less than I was hoping to pay for it, at €10 or something, it also came fitted with excellent lights and passengers and the tail lights. So it beautifully completes this rake. Now I just want to show you, I love this scene of it coming through the trees in the distance. If we can stay on here. This part, it looks great from where I'm sitting. You know, you see that up there, and it comes through here and down by this section here. I'm very happy with this layout and how it's developed and how it's come out. The simplified track has created more gaps that makes it agreeable for things like dramatic scenes like this. Look at that. Happy days.